This is the High School Coaches Roundtable Show, broadcasting from Sandy's Beef and Ale, where friends and family go for great food and all the big games since 1967. Each week, we broadcast from 2028 Old Lincoln with the stars from the Bucks County football teams. We now go live to Sandy's Beef and Ale for the High School Coaches Roundtable Show. Here now is your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, welcome on out to Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the world-famous Sandy Witch for the High School Coaches Roundtable Show, presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision here on WBCB. And we've got a bunch of the high school football programs with us. We'll begin with Conwell-Egan Catholic. We got Council Rock North, going to talk about a big win for them. Bensalem, the Owls are here in the house. Bristol and Morrisville also with us. And we've got Neshaminy, Pensbury, and Council Rock South. But we begin with Egan coming off of a big win over West. And Coach Stragani, how did you guys get it done? A lot of points scored in that game, kind of a shootout.
Yep, it was like a track meet. A lot of speed on the field and up and down the field, and both teams had a lot of really special players on offense. And our offense stepped up, grounded out. Our O-line was a big focus this week, and they put a nice blocking game together, and we were able to put up a lot of points. 48 points, it's pretty good. And defensively, we did okay. We can get better, but we're a really young team. We have starting some sophomores and a lot of juniors. So.
All right, Coach, we're going to meet your players in just a little bit, but how do you take that energy from the West win and get something going against Archbishop Ryan, another kind of rivalry for you guys, week in and week out? It's teams Lansdale Catholic, West Catholic, and this week Archbishop Ryan. You guys kind of have a little bit of a geographic rivalry.
Yeah, we love to play Ryan. They're an excellent team, and a lot of good skill players there. And we always have a real tough game there. Both sides, the kids are tough, and it's a hard-hitting game. So, and we're in the Catholic League now, so every game's a challenge, and our kids are stepping up and working every day to improve.
All right, looking forward to the Saturday game at 2 o'clock. You guys will host Archbishop Ryan, and hoping for a big crowd over there. Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight. We get to meet the coaches and the players here on the Roundtable Show, and we got a couple of Egan Eagles with us.
Yep. To my right, we have a junior, Abu Fafana. He's one of those fast kids I was talking about, and he's a wide receiver, running back, and defensive back, and he had a big day Saturday, a couple of touchdowns. And next to him is Elijah Rankin, and he's a sophomore, D-end and tight end. Did a great job blocking at tight end, and had a few sacks. He's got about 6 or 7 sacks on the season, and had a big strip sack in the game.
All right, Abu, tell us about your trips into the end zone in that game. You got in there a couple of times. What was the nature of the plays that allowed you to score?
Yeah, so the first one, it really started off on kickoff return because we knew they were going to kick the ball a little shorter. So they put me in a position to get the ball and try to take the ball downfield. And, thanks to the guys blocking me, I got down to their 40. And then the next play that we ran, it's kind of like a trick play, halfback pass. Our coach always says when the ball's in the air, go up and compete for it. And that's just exactly what I did for that ball. And coach just said, you make the play, you get us down there, we're going to reward you. So he put me in at T, punched the ball in for the first score. We were up 21-0.
That's awesome. I love taking one of those. Teams try to get so tricky with those short little kicks, and having somebody up there to spring a good return on them. I love that. How do you guys take the energy from the West win into this week against Archbishop Ryan? What are you guys working on in practice? What are you hearing from your coaches? What are the keys to success?
Everything is just about intensity and how everybody just keeps their motor going throughout the game. All 11 guys to the ball on defense. And, everything on offense starts with our line. And, we get those guys fired up, tell them, you guys do the work. We'll finish it off for you guys. We'll get this win for everybody. We just play for each other.
Well, those guys had a pretty good day. Abu, a couple of touchdowns, but 350 yards. gained by the offense for Egan. That's pretty awesome. And good luck this week against Archbishop Bryan. Let's turn to your teammate here, Elijah. What are you guys working on in practice this week? What do you think the keys are in order to get another win, go to 3-2?
Yeah, I think we just really got to work on our technique. Play aggressive at practice, because practice makes perfect, and how you practice goes into the game. So, yeah.
Elijah with 5 sacks. Tell me a little bit about what's in your toolkit as far as how you get to the quarterback. Are you a bull rush guy, edge guy? You do some swim moves?
Usually I rip. I've been trying to work on this new move. It's called the ghost rush. It's basically where you kind of duck under his arms once he shoots them out. I've been working on that. Swim move. And sometimes I fake to the outside and then spin inside. So yeah.
You know, one of the keys for Egan football, it seems, as an outsider, is you guys need to have a good deal of versatility. Yeah. And not only defensive end coming up with those sacks, but in there at tight end as well. And Abu, wide receiver, in there at running back, sometimes cornerback. So you guys are expected to be ready to play both sides of the football. Do you prefer one side or the other?
I like playing both. Whatever gets me in the game the most, I like playing. I really enjoy defense because I like tackling people and hitting people. But I've been trying to play offense more because I like catching the ball and scoring touchdowns. So, yeah.
I mean, there are few plays in the game of football that are more electrifying than a quarterback sack. So keep up that energy. Good luck this week, guys, against Archbishop Bryan. Egan looking to push it to 3-2 with a win, and they play Saturday at 2. So thanks to these guys for coming out to the Roundtable, and we got to keep it moving tonight. We got 8 programs. Thanks to Conwell-Egan Catholic for being with us. And let's bring up Council Rock North now. The Indians in the house. By the way, tonight's show brought to you by Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. Perfect car for that high school student. And if you mention the High School Coaches Roundtable show, you get $250 right off the top on any vehicle purchased at Fella Auto Group. All right, congratulations in order for head coach Brandon Garrett. The Council Rock North Indians get their first win of the season. Congratulations, Brandon. And you guys, how did you get it done? Tell me a little bit about the game. And I don't know, did you do anything special to celebrate?
No, so, it was a really good game. Truman played us really well. We moved the ball offensively a lot, but, at times we couldn't get the ball in the end zone. So, our offense was on the field a lot. We put together good drives, but our defense was the story of the game. I mean, our defense was incredible. They let up a late touchdown at the end, but they were the ones that kind of carried us through the entire game.
All right, so how do you keep this going now? You have another tough team week in and week out.
Yeah.
It's tough opponents. Guys getting ready for Quakertown.
Yeah, I mean, last week was great. We moved past it once Saturday hit. We had a good time. We enjoyed ourselves, and we were back to work on Monday. And, again, Quakertown is a heck of a team. They're coming off a huge win last week against Solderton in a crazy game. And we know they're riding that same high that we are. So, just got to prepare this week and make sure we're ready to go. All
right, tell me a little bit about who you heard from after the win. It's kind of cool here at Sandy's. We get a feel for the football fraternity, and I know a lot of supporters wishing you well at Council Rock North, and we're one of them at WBCB helping us out with some color commentary. But I would imagine you must have heard from friends, family, and also some of the people in the coaching fraternity.
Yeah, I had a couple coaches reach out to me. Mitch Cohen from Morrisville reached out to me. I had Colin Leach over at William Tennant reach out to me, and a few others. And,
that's great.
It's nice. It's nice for them to just reach out and say, hey, congrats on the win, and, get ready for next week.
All right, it's the start of something big here for Council Rock North. First year for head coach Brandon Garrett. Appreciate being with us.
Thank you.
Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the Roundtable.
So to the right of me, I have Dexter. Dexter is our defensive end. He is a junior this year. And to the right of him, I have Eric, and Eric is also a junior of ours, and he's our starting running back.
All right, Dexter, tell me about this win. Seems like a game where there were some frustrations for your team, but you guys worked through that. That must feel pretty good to run through that gauntlet and get the W.
Yeah, I think it was great. Our defense played absolutely amazing. It was a lot of 3 and out, a lot of big stops. Might have let up a play here and there, but it was really, really good defensive-wise. And on the sideline, watching the offense, I mean, there was a few really big plays that we got the sideline going. And, I mean, there was a few heartbreaks. I mean, getting into the red zone a few times, but overall it was a really good game.
I mean, you get that sideline going. It sounds like that energy within the team is a big thing for Council Rock North and developing a little bit of toughness and grit. How do you keep this going against a tough and gritty Quakertown team? What are you hearing from your coaches, and what are you guys working on in practice this week?
We watched film, just watching the Quakertown, getting a feel for it, and then going through this week, we had a really good week of practice. There was a lot of energy today at practice, and I think just working hard and keeping the energy going, all the big plays, and just bonding as a team.
Says you're also into wrestling, track. Seems like you keep yourself pretty busy.
Yeah, I'm busy throughout the school year. It's a lot of sports.
Are you going for your Eagle Scout thing? I mean,
yeah, I'm currently in the work of trying to get my Eagle Scout project approved.
Okay, what can you give us a hint of what you're thinking about?
Gaga Pit at local park near me. Have you ever heard of Gaga?
No.
It's a fun little game that if you go to a lot of like summer camps, you see them playing. It's like a ball, you hit it around.
I got to check it out. All right, cool. That sounds like a great project. Good for the community. Get people out there. Physical activity. So I love it. That's awesome. Dexter, thanks for being part of the show, being with us tonight. And Eric, tell me a little bit about your highlights from this last game. What did you feel like, when you look back at the film, what did the coaches really like that they saw from you?
I really feel like I started off kind of slow, and I kind of built up my momentum. And by the end of the game, I was kind of just really frustrated, and I kind of just took it out on the field. Just kind of play with my heart. That's really it.
I mean, kind of draw off of that energy and everything.
Yeah.
All right, so Quakertown coming up. What are you hearing from your coaches this week that you guys need to continue to do well, or maybe kind of fix a little bit in order to play your best football? Anything specific? Or is it, I mean, a lot of times week in and week out, it's much the same. You guys are working on your own stuff. Is that more the case?
We do a lot of individual stuff, but we also run team stuff too. But I feel like all the indies we have just really helps our individual players and have them tidy up everything, just have everything neat.
I mean, practice makes perfect, they say. So hopefully it's been a good week of practice for you guys. And Eric with a couple of rushing TDs. Tell me about what allowed you to get into the end zone. I don't know, give some of your guys up front a little bit of credit.
Yeah, so our line was having a pretty good game. Both my touchdowns were supposed to be inside run, kind of just bounced it outside, so just took it in.
Nice,
That's
nice.
Really
Well, I mean, you got to have that vision, see where the opportunities are, and a couple of opportunities to get into the end zone for Eric. So congratulations, and Dexter with 3 sacks in that game. So congratulations on your efforts and a big win for Council Rock North. Congratulations, guys. Keep it going against Quakertown. Thanks for being with us tonight for the Coaches Roundtable show on WBCB. Council Rock North. Let's hear it for the Indians. All right. All right, we're going to keep it going, too. The Bensalem Owls are in the house. Oh, by the way, a lot of the teams that are with us, they volunteer some time with Challenger football on Sundays. And Sandy's Beef and Ale, they get involved with this great cause. It helps special needs athletes play the game of football. They get together on Sundays at Neshaminy. And on October the 7th, here at Sandy's Beef and Ale, they'll have the raffle baskets, the beef and beer kind of thing, raising money for Challenger football. And that happens every Sunday over at Neshaminy. And many of the players who join us on the roundtable volunteer their time for Challenger football. Check it out, though, October the 7th here at Sandy's, their basket fundraiser. All right, welcome to the Bensalem Owls and Coach David Luna. Welcome, Coach.
How you doing?
All right, you guys are getting ready for Council Rock South. 2-3 so far for Bensalem. Tell me a little bit about what you see from the Golden Hawks and where you see some opportunities maybe for this Owl attack to get after the Council Rock South.
They're a very well-coached, fundamental, disciplined team. Where we see we have a little bit of an advantage is we have speed on the outside and that running back, so we have to take advantage of that. Obviously, got to get ahead of that early in the game so we can maintain it.
Get those athletes on the outside to compete against a really good Council Rock South team. Tonight, I know there was like a bonfire at Bensalem,
yes.
But with all this rain and everything, I don't know, were you guys planning on going over to the bonfire?
Nah, we usually leave practice. I mean, I don't know about the kids, but I go home.
Well, at homecoming for Bensalem,
yes.
Getting ready for a tough team. Tell me a little bit about how you're seeing things develop, Coach, amongst this team. We talked with Coach Davis, and last week we talked with Coach Ellis, just about how Coach Houston is instilling a toughness and a grittiness within this this Owl team, and that's something that hopefully is going to be paying dividends for you guys.
Yeah, Coach Houston's doing a great job of trying to change the culture from what it was, getting these kids into a winning mindset, having some pride, playing every down at 100%. Yeah, I mean, he's doing a really good job of keeping us, united and really pushing the pace at practice and everything.
Well, Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the Roundtable show representing the Bensalem Owls here.
I have Joey Dock, offensive line, and Jake Quinlan, offensive line. They both played defensive line as well.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. What are you hearing from your coaches this week? How do you get a win over Council Rock South? We'll begin with Joey.
So we just got to play aggressive and stay on task, and I think we can win the game.
Now, do you feel like as you go week in and week out, you're seeing things improve, getting better, team coming together?
Yeah, we just got to take it week by week, and we should get better by week, and as long as we stay focused in practice and everyone shows up and being accountable, then we should be good.
Well, all of the honorees that are with us get a Coaches Roundtable T-shirt, and we talk a little bit about other stuff that they do at school. You also play some baseball?
Yeah, I play baseball.
Is that for the Owls?
Yeah, that's for Bensalem.
And do a little work?
Yeah.
How do you balance all that stuff with your schedule?
Just got to stay focused and stay on task, like I said before, and just focus at what the task in front of you is and just go day by day.
You know, one of the things that we've heard from the Bensalem coaches over the past bunch of weeks is that Coach Houston really emphasizes becoming your best person. Mm-hmm. And I would think that, I don't know, he probably encourages you to be busy and to take on a lot of things. Is that something that you've been able to, take some of those coaching messages into your life? And
I mean, yeah, definitely. Just staying busy and staying out of whatever else is out in the world. Just stay focused and have fun, basically.
Yeah, well, good luck this week against Council Rock South. The Bensalem Owls with us. All right, let's talk with Jake.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me a little bit about how this season has unfolded for you. What have the coaches praised you guys for the offensive line when they break down the film?
So this year I moved back to center, and I played that my first 2 years, went to guard my junior year, and now my senior year I'm back at center. So I feel the most comfortable at center. I think I do a good job leading the offensive line.
All right, now Pensbury got a tie-in with the community where their blocks now, their pancake blocks, I think they're giving out a gift certificate or something for the pancake block of the game for IHOP, right? Maybe we could do something with Bensalem because you guys have a bunch of pancake blocks. I would think in film study, that must get you guys fired up when everybody goes on their back.
It's a show.
Yeah?
It's a show.
Yeah. I mean, you got 5 and 5, or you guys have 10 combined, or each you guys have 10?
I don't even know how much I have, to be honest. I mean, it's somewhere around there.
Well, you guys got to keep it going against Council Rock South, get a few more pancakes. And Jake says here, all football all the time.
Yeah.
No distractions.
Yeah.
Well, good luck this week, guys, against Council Rock South. Thanks to the Bensalem Owls for being here, part of our high school coaches roundtable show as they look to get to 500 with a win this week. And we'll be talking with Council Rock South a little bit later on in the show. So stay with us. We're going to step aside and return to Sandy's Beef and Ale for more High School Coaches Roundtable show presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision. Let's hear it for the Bensalem Owls here
Thanks
tonight.
for having us.
Yes.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
If you're a sports-loving adult or senior citizen who has been injured while doing what you love, fear not. The Lower Bucks Hospital right in our community is here to support you. Led by board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Monahim M. Miller, boasting 33 years of experience, their team specializes in orthopedic sports medicine, joint replacement surgeries, orthopedic surgeries, trauma care, and treating acute injuries. Unlike orthopedic offices in the city, Dr. Miller and his team warmly welcomes new patients, offering personalized care to help your recovery swiftly and return to your favorite activities. Conveniently located in your hometown at 501 Bath Road in Bristol, you can reach them at 215-785-9818. That's 215-785-9818. Lower Bucks Hospital has been dedicated to caring for our neighbors since 1954. Let us take care of you too.
Rob's Automotive and Collision Center in Lower Bucks County is a full-service repair center with competitive prices, top-of-the-line products, and the finest auto body and mechanical repair technicians anywhere. Rob's makes repairing your car easy. Same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's an oil change, state inspection, or a mechanical issue, Rob's will have you in and out and on your way. 2700 Veterans Highway in Bristol, 215-826-9200 for 24-hour emergency towing. Call 215-826-0250.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, welcome back to Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the High School Coaches Roundtable Show, presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision and brought to you in part by Fella Auto Group on Route 13 in Bristol. Great cars for that high school student, and you get $250 off. Just mention the High School Coaches Roundtable Show. And with us now, the Bristol Warriors and Coach Oros. The Warriors 3-1, but a tough one this past week. Tell me how you guys bounce back, but you guys are bouncing into a bye week, so you have a little bit of extra time to practice and work on your stuff.
Yeah, so we're just going to take this bye week, get healthy, take care of our bodies, and just focus on the little things, like just getting back to some fundamental stuff that we want to instill in the guys, and just some day one kind of stuff. We're saying it's like camp, so it's to get back, rock and roll, and fundamentals, and just hammer away.
You guys 3-1. Is it an issue sometimes to schedule games to find the right opponents for you guys? Because this should be a game week for Bristol.
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't always work out like that, but
we kind of
hope you guys would hope so.
Yeah, absolutely. We always want to play. We just kind of take it as it goes, and we got a bye week. We're gonna use it to our advantage. Like I said, get healthy, focus on ourselves. And just, like I said, just go back to the fundamentals, just focus on us, and gives us an extra week to prepare for who's ever after the bye.
All right, well, here on the show, we focus on the coaches and the players. So, Coach Oros, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the Roundtable show.
Yeah, so to my right, I got Brady Slate. He's our quarterback, safety. He rolls into the box sometimes, plays some outside backer for us. He's a great athlete. He does it all as one of our team leaders. And he's stepping in, playing quarterback for the first year. He's doing a great job.
Brady, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So far this season, racking up 445 passing yards and 7 touchdowns. Is there any big play that stands out to you that kind of punctuates this season so far?
I would probably say against New Hope coming out of halftime, it was a pretty close game, and we just threw a fade ball, perfect, and then Khalil just ran it in, just right out of the half, came out firing.
It's like a thing of beauty when that all comes together like that. It says here you're involved in Challenger football, and that's something we like to talk about on the Roundtable show. Tell me a little bit about what that experience is like for you. You guys work with special needs athletes, helping them play the game of football, but you get matched up with an athlete and you help the same, like kind of your buddy.
Yeah.
I've heard guys say, that's my buddy.
I've been going since freshman year. It's been great. Like, I started out with a random kid that I didn't know, and it was great getting to know him just the whole year. And it's really, they get so happy when you see them. And now I've had the same kid for the last 2 years, and every weekend he's just so excited to see me, and it just makes me smile whenever I see him too.
And you guys run through drills and have like plays from the line of scrimmage and everything. Seems like an awesome experience, and credit to you for being part of Challenger football. Tell me a little bit about what you do in Bristol throughout the rest of the high school year. It seems like you're pretty busy, basketball and baseball.
Yeah, basketball, baseball. So I never stop. The only break I get is in between basketball and baseball. We have like a week off, so that's it. It's pretty tiring, but that's what I like to do. So.
So Coach Oros was saying that this week you guys are working on fundamentals, kind of go back to week 1 stuff.
Yeah.
What's that mean for you at the quarterback position?
It's really just getting my mind back to where it should be after a loss. Just focusing on my feet and just working with my receivers and running backs to get the timing right.
All right, so tough loss for you guys. First one of the year. When you look back at that game, what were some of the positives that you guys feel like you could build off of, and what were some of the things that coaches were really getting after you guys about?
They were really just getting after us about, like, just the little things, like the small stuff that we need to fix. That's what the bye week is good for. We could work on those things all week, and then we have another week to work on them too before the game. But some good things came out. Our attitude, we never gave up. We kept fighting. The score doesn't show it, but we kept fighting till the end, and that's really what it's all about.
It's amazing how you look back and plays don't work because of one little thing. A slight adjustment could make a huge difference. So you guys are working that now and getting ready in the bye week. Some colleges that you're considering: Ursinus, Albright, Bloomsburg. Are you hoping to continue your athletic career, either leaning football, basketball, baseball?
I'm leaning towards football. I hope to continue to play all 4 years at a college, just have fun playing, and then, of course, get my academics right.
Well, best of luck as you move forward and throughout the rest of this season. Bristol Warriors 3-1. Got a bye week this week thanks to quarterback Brady Slate for being with us. And we're going to talk to your rivals now, the Morrisville Bulldogs, coming up here, and they'll meet on Thanksgiving Day. We got that game on BCB. Let's hear it for the Bristol Warriors here for the Coaches Roundtable Show. Yes, indeed. Roundtable Show brought to you by Rob's Automotive and Collision. And, of course, Sandy's Beef and Ale and all the Penn State games. I mentioned that they have the basket fundraiser for Challenger football, but they also support Thon efforts, the fundraising efforts for Penn State. And they'll have some Thon baskets later on in October here at Sandy's. All right, with us now, Coach Keene and the Morrisville Bulldogs, 4-1. And you guys coming off of an exciting win, getting ready for homecoming. These guys were down 19-0 in the game, came all the way back, and then hit a field goal to win the thing. What was that like as time expired, Coach?
Yeah, there was 1 second left, I think. So we considered it a walk-off.
That is, I mean, pretty much a walk-off field goal for the win. All right, you guys are getting ready for Renaissance Charter. We're going to have the game on BCB on Friday night. What do you guys see from this Renaissance group, and what are you guys preparing for?
So we've been practicing what we've preached. We need to practice well all week, starting Monday film, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday walkthrough. We just want to have a perfect week of practice, and then that'll hopefully translate into a perfect game Friday night.
Well, I mean, something big happening with Morrisville. Is it something that the coaches feel that there's something special with this group, this moment? I mean, that win felt like, I don't know, that was a special win, but it felt like it was indicative of what's going on with the program in general.
Yeah, so it was one of the best wins that I've ever been a part of in my coaching career. I know Coach Cohen said the same thing. It was top 2, top 3 in his career.
I mean, why were you guys down 19-0? What was the difference?
So the past 3 weeks we have started extremely slow, and we try to tell the guys that we can't motivate you to go out there and play fast right from the jump. And we need to change that, and we need to start fast. And that's, like I said, that's what we've been trying to get at, just starting fast.
All right, looking for a good start against RA Friday night. Going to have it for you on BCB. Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the Roundtable.
So I brought senior kicker Enrique, who got the job done for us Friday night, and our center, junior Mike Gannon.
All right, guys, welcome to the show. Enrique, tell me a little bit about that moment. Coach Cohen was telling me that you didn't even show up until halftime of the game.
Yeah, I didn't show up until halftime.
I mean, he was doing something else. It wasn't like he was just late to the game. You had some soccer?
Yeah, right now I'm also working with soccer.
Yeah.
So I also kick for football. So we had an away soccer game that day, and I rushed off the bus, already in gear, ran to the field, had my coach drive me to the field, ran onto it at halftime, and my warm-up was with coach during the halftime. And the starting kick was I had the starting kickoff. You know, from there, the game just went well. Like, it looked like, how are we even down 0-19? And then, you know, it was back and forth, punts, our possession, their possession. We finally got to that last field goal moment where it was nerve-wracking, but I got it.
I mean, as that's coming closer, I mean, are people telling you, hey, be ready? Or are you thinking to yourself, it could be me?
Yeah, around, I would say, the 8th minute, counting down, I realized when we had the ball and they had the ball, this is going to come down to a field goal or a really close touchdown. So I ran over to my net, started practicing kicking, and from there, coach was like, you're up, like, start warming up.
All right, so, I mean, what was going through your mind there? Do you get stressed out? 8 minutes is a long time to think about such a big kick. And then, I mean, to be able to cap off such a huge comeback for your team must have meant something to you. Because, I mean, you finished the job, but all those guys put you in position to get the W.
Yeah, to start off, I was nervous. I was hoping that, you know, someone would get a touchdown, so I could just kick the extra point and be good. But it didn't come to that. And towards like the end, you know, I was just told, like, go to the side, practice like your motions, and I was just, coach gave me like peace of mind. Like, he told nobody to go near me, just let me be in my own like little world to like just think. And I told myself that it's like an extra point. It wasn't super far away, but tell myself extra point, because it's an extra point. They're pretty easy. Not like a field goal for the game.
Right. Enrique, a two-sport athlete, soccer and football in the fall, and you also run some spring track.
Yep.
All right, so stay busy, man, and good luck as you get ready for Renaissance Charter. Congratulations on that kick. You must have been hearing it from your teammates and people at your classmates in school this week.
Yeah, definitely. I just had everyone, even people I don't even know, just come up to me like, yo, like, that was crazy, good job, and yeah, a really exciting moment in my life right now. Capping
off an awesome comeback for Morrisville. And Mike, tell me a little bit about how you guys were able to flip that switch. Down 19-0. What do you think was the key in order to start the comeback and to change things around in that game?
Yeah, so going into half, they had the ball near the end zone, and we were able to get a stop to stop it from being like 26, 27. Right. And going into half, coaches were talking to us, yelling, to get us to get back into the zone, get back into what we were doing. And it started with the offense, because the defense was doing their job. the offense just had to catch up.
All right, so what are you getting ready for when you look at Renaissance Charter or anything different you guys are working on this week in practice to try to get another win, keep everything moving in the right direction?
We're just focusing on what we need to do. We need to focus on the little things. You don't do that, it catches up to you. Focusing on what we need to do regularly, run the ball, pass the ball. Defense needs to be there, and our special teams needs to be there too.
All right, as an offensive lineman for the Morrisville Bulldogs, it must be a point of pride to see this rushing game really taken off. I mean, in the beginning part of the year, you guys had the leading rusher in the state of Pennsylvania. That's got to be something where you guys as offensive linemen look at each other and, like, get a little bit pumped up about the success that the running game has had.
Yeah, I like to say that Raymond's stats are my stats because I don't really all I got to do is block on offense. So all his stats are my stats. All the quarterback stats are my stats. The whole line got to be together. And if they're not, then they don't got those stats. So
yeah, man, and the running game has been so potent with Morrisville. How about pass blocking? Have you been able to keep your quarterback pretty clean and protect your guy in that way as well? I mean, I see like the rushing yardage, and it's clear you guys are doing the job in that way. But I don't know, do you guys ever pass block? I mean, with Ray Holman, just let him go.
Yeah, we do pass every once in a while.
You got to mix it up sometimes.
Yeah, I would like to pass more sometimes. Like, I'm looking at the play call, I'm like, why aren't we really passing in this situation? But, you know.
A lot more than last year.
Yeah.
A lot more than last year.
Yeah, but when we do pass, we do get the pass protection that we need.
Well, you guys are getting it done. 4-1 are the Morrisville Bulldogs. Thanks, guys, for being part of the show, and we'll have their game against Renaissance Charter on Friday. It's homecoming, so all the Bulldogs come on out and join us in Morrisville. Guys, good luck in the game, and thanks for being with us tonight for the Roundtable show.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to step aside again here and take care of a couple of quick messages. High School Coaches Roundtable Show presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision. And when we return, the Council Rock South Golden Hawks are with us. Also, we got Neshaminy and Pensbury coming up here on WBCB. Stay with us. High School Coaches Roundtable Show continues in a moment.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
If you're a sports-loving adult or senior citizen who has been injured while doing what you love, fear not. The Lower Bucks Hospital right in our community is here to support you. Led by board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Monahim M. Miller, boasting 33 years of experience, their team specializes in orthopedic sports medicine, joint replacement surgeries, orthopedic surgeries, trauma care, and treating acute injuries. Unlike orthopedic offices in the city, Dr. Miller and his team warmly welcomes new patients, offering personalized care to help your recovery swiftly and return to your favorite activities. Conveniently located in your hometown at 501 Bath Road in Bristol, you can reach them at 215-785-9818. That's 215-785-9818. Lower Bucks Hospital has been dedicated to caring for our neighbors since 1954. Let us take care of you too.
Rob's Automotive and Collision Center in Lower Bucks County is a full-service repair center with competitive prices, top-of-the-line products, and the finest auto body and mechanical repair technicians anywhere. Rob's makes repairing your car easy. Same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's an oil change, state inspection, or a mechanical issue, Rob's will have you in and out and on your way. 2700 Veterans Highway in Bristol, 215-826-9200 for 24-hour emergency towing. Call 215-826-0250.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
South Golden Hawks, a couple of wins, 3 losses. Coach Rook, tell me a little bit about what you guys are getting ready for when it comes to the Bensalem Owls.
We're getting ready for their speed and athleticism. They're well coached and everything that way, so we're just trying to stay disciplined and get back to the fundamentals and stuff that way.
All right, when you look at yourselves and you break down this Golden Hawks team, where do you see your strengths on the offensive side of the football?
Our strength is our offensive line. We're young all across the board, but our offensive line stuck together so far. We have a young quarterback who's doing a fabulous job. They're all gelling together, which is good. We just make simple mistakes sometimes, so we're relevant.
And I mean, trying to work on those simple mistakes potentially could pay some big dividends for you guys in a lot of close games. What did you see when you looked at the Upper Dublin game that maybe were some missed opportunities for this team?
Well, we had a good drive going to one drive, and we threw a 50-50 ball that we felt we caught. The refs felt that they called an interception. We felt we had possession of it.
I mean, shared possession is supposed to go to the receiver.
Shared possession. Usually. Another drive, we shot ourselves in the foot by getting a personal foul penalty when we were down at the 3-yard line, so that pushed us back. So it's the holding calls, the personal fouls, jumps off sides. Again, mental mistakes, simple mistakes that we got to clean up and fix.
All right, Coach, representing the Golden Hawks, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the show.
So we have Bryce, who's one of our linebackers and running backs. Josue, who's one of our receivers and defensive back and special teamers. Joey Smith, another receiver, defensive back, and special teams.
All right, Bryce, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right, what are you hearing from your coaches to get prepared for Bensalem this week? What do you think the key is in order to get back to 500?
Well, from hearing from Bensalem, we heard that they have a power back, good running game, maybe a little bit of good passing game, but besides that, their strength is in their running. So moral of the story is on defense, we have to know how to contain and wrap up, because that's our struggle, that's our problem during the game. We wrap up, or we don't wrap up, we miss tackles, and that's what leads to big mistakes for big plays for the other team. We learn how to wrap up, we go stop all that.
Better tackling here for this Golden Hawks team. When you look at your season so far, what are you hearing from your coaches as far as what you're doing well, what they like when they look at your play in the film study?
I mean, yeah, they like it so far. I mean, obviously, you live and you learn, you make mistakes, but from the start of the season till now, I feel like I've improved a little bit. I still have errors, but I have decent to good coaches that are showing me and teaching me day by day how to get better. I do a lot of switching, multi positions on defense, outside, inside linebacker, sometimes a little bit of DM, but it's still a learning phase to me because I've always been a main and middle linebacker, so switching around and doing other things it's a challenge, but it's all about the heart of football and the love of football, so I keep playing.
And when they bounce you around like that, that can be a challenge, and different spots, it's a different learning curve, and so as you go through this season, you feeling more comfortable in those
100%.
Different roles?
100%. Getting better at the roles, getting better at the spots, but it's all, at the end of the day, it's a team game, it's a team effort, so that's all it is. It can't be one player.
Sometimes they get a couple notes on the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Welding.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. I mean, is that a potential career path that you're looking at?
Yeah, actually, I do that. I go to 2 schools. I go to a part-time technical school, but I want to become an underwater welder as my career in the future, if not pursue for football, if I get scholarships or anything like that, if I just think about doing it still.
I mean, that sounds pretty intense. So you do like scuba diving and stuff, and then you...
Yeah, you learn the basics of welding and all that and fundamentals, but it's keys to it. You have to learn that.
Then
you
you're
have to
underwater.
get scuba certified and all that, and it's a process, but I'm planning on pushing to get there.
That sounds wild. Well, good luck. Good luck this week against Bensalem and whatever is next for you. All right, give me a little bit of help here. Josu?
It's Josue.
Josue. All right, tell me about your season so far. What do you think the key is this week against Bensalem?
Well, over the season, I think it's just that we've been getting experience. We're a very young team, so it's just important to, week by week, getting better and just getting the experience. This week, Bensalem's not the same team as they were before. This year, I feel like they are a little bit better than they were in the past, so we just got to focus on wrapping up and finishing every play.
Are you the track guy?
Yeah.
What do you do? Sprinting, distance?
Sprints, yeah. Mainly the 200.
And, I mean, have you been able to Phillies with a home run or some more runs for the Phillies? Everybody getting pumped up here at Sandy's Beef and Ale. By the way, Red October here at Sandy's. Catch all the Phillies action, and it's only going to get better from here. So looking at some state schools?
Yeah, I'm looking around, mainly Temple, Penn State, Westchester. They're close schools.
Any type of career aspirations that you've
I might be
been looking at?
I may major in business because my father owns a restaurant right about 20 minutes from here.
Yeah.
And I've worked there for, I would say, a very long time. I've helped since I was about 12 years old. Started off washing dishes and slowly, learning more. And, now I just know how to do almost everything there.
All right, you guys have some winnable games in front of you and have positioned yourselves here 2 and 3 to do some things. Is that something that in the locker room you guys are talking about, or is it just focusing on each week?
Yeah, I think right now we're just focusing week by week. We just got to win every week instead of, as much as we're looking at the bigger picture right now, we just got to focus on every week getting those wins.
All right, pass that microphone over to your teammate. Joey, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us tonight for the Roundtable.
Thank you.
All right, so tell me a little bit about your season so far and, I don't know, some of your personal highlights, some of the things you're going to look back on so far. I mean, only 5 games in. But
So, I mean, I think our team is definitely better than the record says. We play really hard. And then just for, highlights, the Cheltenham game, just the comeback win, that shows how, our team really is. We can fight back, we play hard, and we don't really give up. So definitely that.
Is that something that you feel like is a hallmark of this group?
Yeah.
Fight, grittiness?
Yeah, we're flying around making plays, yeah.
All right, well, for Bensalem specifically, anything that you feel like this week you guys are working on a little bit different?
Yeah, we're going to make sure that we wrap up on tackles and just, build momentum. Don't slow down when we, have a big drive. Just keep building off that.
I mean, that's kind of the same thing that Bryce was saying. You guys got to make sure to shore up the tackling, and those little differences could go a long way. What are some of the other things that you do at Council Rock South throughout the school year?
Yeah, I play lacrosse, and that's really it.
Well, that keeps you pretty busy. Football alone has its own demands all throughout the year. So keep it going. Good luck going forward against Bensalem and throughout the rest of this season. Guys, thanks for being part of the show. Appreciate it. The Council Rock South Golden Hawks here at the High School Coaches Roundtable Show, presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision. All right, thanks, guys. The Golden Hawks, and going to talk with Neshaminy coming up next. Thanks, Coach Rook. Thanks to the guys. Hey, don't forget, on October the 7th here at Sandy's, they've got the Challenger Football Basket Fundraiser. And I see my guy Bob Wargo over there who puts together the Challenger Football program. A lot of the Neshaminy Redskins and Pensbury Falcons volunteer their time on Sundays. And you can help out by purchasing some raffle tickets for their basket fundraiser October the 7th here at Sandy's. All right, we got the Neshaminy Redskins with us, 4-1, big win over Abington. Coach Wilmot, what was the formula in order to get past the Ghosts? Seemed like you guys got the ground game going pretty effectively.
Yeah, I think we played a pretty complete game. Some games defenses, carried us through. Some games the defense has carried us through the whole year. But, because they've been playing at a pretty good level. But we got a lot of production from our offense, and our special teams certainly treated us well, too. So it was just a good, complete game.
All right, you guys get ready to take on defending league champion CB West. What do you see when you break down the Bucks and get ready for this game?
I see a bunch of gritty, hard-nosed kids. I think that's kind of what it comes down to. They execute their offense well. They swarm to the ball on defense, and they play with passion. I think that when I watch the film, that's kind of what I really see is they really just kind of get after it.
I mean, you guys swing into what seems to be kind of a difficult portion of the schedule for Neshaminy. Is that something that you talk with the team about, that whatever they had last week, they're going to need to bring it up even another level in order to take on these next few teams?
Every practice we go out there and we try to get better. We're just not putting in time into that practice. We go out there, we work on stuff, we try to get better. We're excited because it looks like we're going to get our running back Carter Klee back for this stretch, and I think he can only add to what we've been doing.
All right, Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the Roundtable show.
All right, to my right, I have 3 juniors. It's junior day here. To my right is Owen Schwartz. He's been playing at a very high level in the defensive line all year. He also helps me out on offense. He's a blocking tight end. Against Abington, he had 3 sacks and 4 tackles. So, again, he's been playing at a high level all year. Saw some production, but he's been producing all year for us. Next to them, we have the Sasanos with Nick, right? Oh, man. I have the toughest time.
It's tough here. We got twins.
Yeah, we got to put their jerseys on. We got Mike Sasano. So the Sasanos have been producing for us all year. Just this past game, Mike had a 54-yard punt return that really helped us out. He also blocked a punt. He's also been running the ball for us as a slot receiver. He's been catching the ball for us. He's been. I think he has an interception. I don't think. He definitely has an interception. Been playing really well in defense. Next to him is his brother Nick. Nick again is a big part of our offense. He had a couple catches this past week. He has 2 interceptions on the year, and he's also thrown 2 passes and completed 1 humongous pass against Emmaus for us. So they're the jack of all trades. They do everything.
Yeah, that was the overtime pass
Yep.
against Emmaus there.
Yep.
All right, well, Owen, welcome to the show. Tell me a little bit about what was going on in the Ghost game that allowed you guys to be so successful, getting some good push up front.
So really during the week, me and our defensive line, we really worked on our aggressiveness and how we were going to come at it. And we really just been focusing on really just coming out more aggressive and working on our technique. And our defensive line coach, Coach Mitchum, has just really been helping us throughout since March this offseason, coming in from our linebacker coach, coming down to D-line, just really been helping us out a lot. And overall, in the past couple months, he's made me a 10 times better football player, and I really appreciate that from him.
All right, you're the team 4-1, and kind of a bounce-back win over Abington. That must have felt good to get back out there and to get things going in the right direction. I would think maybe you can carry that momentum into the CB West game.
Yeah, that's the job this week we know CB West is a very aggressive team, but who says that we're not? I'm really ready for this week. I've been super hyped and excited for it all week, and so is the rest of our team.
And you guys have been in some close games. We talked about Emmaus. The Cheltenham game was a pretty close game. Do you feel like that is a helpful thing? I mean, you guys have been in some tough games, so not going to be intimidated by anybody.
Yeah, I mean, really, I just been not letting pressure get to me this year. Last year as a sophomore playing varsity starting, I let the pressure get to me, but this year I really learned how to not let the pressure get to me and overcome my mental struggles with it and really just go out there and play football this year.
Well, definitely made your presence felt on the defensive side of the football. 3 sacks, 4 tackles in the last game. All right, let's move on here. And Nick.
Nope.
Oh,
Mike.
I got it wrong, too.
I don't make the same mistake twice.
All right, Mike, tell me what the key is against CB West this week, what you're hearing from your coaches, what you guys need to do right.
We just got to go out there, play football, be aggressive, and work around their best players and just go out there and play ball like we know how to.
All right, tell me a little bit about this twin thing. You guys kind of feed off each other, certain, extra competitiveness with you guys both on the team?
Yeah, if I do something wrong in practice, he's always right there to just tell me that I did it wrong. And that we're always on the same page for a lot of stuff. So I know what we're thinking.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Kind of on the same mindset or whatever.
Yeah.
Same thought patterns. All right. What would you say one of your highlights was from this season so far?
Probably the Shawningham game where I had one catch and put us in really good scoring position, and then our offense drove the ball in.
That was another one of those halfback passes, right? Got you guys down to like the 10 or?
I think it was the 10 or the 5 around there.
All right, again, getting set for a big game, tough part of the schedule for you guys. How do you keep this momentum going and I don't know, keep things going in the right direction for this team? That's kind of a tough question because, I mean, you guys are working on that every day.
Yeah.
Is there anything that, like, specifically as you guys get ready for CB West that, I don't know, you feel like you guys need to do a little bit better?
We need to stay on their key players and help on the run game and move the ball down the field and put some more points on the board.
Well, you guys are a big part of that. Let's turn to your brother. Tell me a little bit about some of these halfback passes that you've been throwing. When that play gets called, I would imagine your heart starts to beat a little bit faster, and it's hard to, I don't know, keep the anticipation under control.
Yeah, I mean, I was the JV quarterback last year, so I kind of understand it, but it's nerve-wracking, but yeah, I get through it.
All right, what do you, when you look at your team, where do you think the strengths of this Neshaminy Redskin team lies? Certain position groups?
Our offensive line and our defensive line are pretty good. Our offensive line gets a lot of push. Our defensive line pressures the quarterback a lot. Our linebackers are there to help for the run game for most of the part, and I think we're doing pretty good, solid at wide receiver, cornerback, and safety, all that.
Well, I mean, definitely. If you guys can win in the trenches over the next few weeks, that's going to help out a ton. Any talk about you guys have a great start to the season so far.
Yeah.
Any talk about where you guys are at power points-wise or playoffs-wise, or do you guys focus just on the next game,
Just
on the next play?
Yeah, just that week. I work on that week. 0-0 every week. I beat them.
Well, hopefully that kind of focus and that type of mindset is going to have you guys ready for CB West this week. Good luck for the Neshaminy Redskins here. Big game coming up. And thanks so much for being here for the High School Coaches Roundtable Show. Let's hear it for Neshaminy tonight. 4-1. Yeah, off to a great start and getting ready for some big games. Thanks to Mike and to Nick, both of them with interceptions on the season. And to wrap up the show, we've got the Pensbury Falcons. And the Falcons get set for their homecoming match with CB South. And representing the orange and black is Coach Stout. Coach, welcome to the show. All right, CB South, they really went on a run last season where they made a deep run in the district. And as you guys get ready for this team, it seems like they're picking up right where they left off. This is going to be a tough game. What are the keys for Pensbury in order to get a win this week?
Well, that's a good question. So, first of all, they do a lot of things really well. So we have to play our fundamental game to contain them. They have good speed around the corners. They have a really talented quarterback, and their offensive line for a couple of years has been doing really well. From a defensive standpoint, we really have to contain them, keep them inside, and make sure our linebackers could go over top and fill in, and et cetera, et cetera. So they do a lot of little things, and the coach has been right on it, and the kids are being schooled, and we'll see.
I mean, every football team has its issues with injuries. I mean, we just heard from Coach Wilmot about Carter Klee coming back and helping them out. But Pensbury, you guys have had your share of injuries, and it just means a next man up attitude. Has that been able to resonate with the rest of the team? I mean, means everybody from the top to the bottom has to be ready to go to get after it.
Well, absolutely, and we have enough senior people and veteran people who could step in, and a couple of younger guys have been asked to step up, and put the best people like any team would do. You put the best you have, and you go out and you play and you see what happens.
Put the helmet on, get the gear going.
There you go.
And see what happens. And for the Pensbury Falcons, a homecoming game against CB South. And, Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the roundtable.
I brought this young man, Liam Davis. Liam is 2 weeks ago was Defensive Player of the Game. He plays multiple positions on the defensive line. He started last year, so he's a 2-year starter. Extremely strong, quick, smart, and really a great kid to coach and to know on the football team.
All right, Liam, let's talk a little bit about your win over CB East before we talk about CB South. That was a big one for the Falcons. You guys moved to 3-2. That was a battle. I mean, all night long. And as it's coming down to the wire and Angelo's getting ready to kick that field goal, what is going through your mind on the sideline?
Just don't let up a big play a lot. Sideline, I mean, I knew he was going to make it. But, I mean, I don't know. Before that, I was like, and then after he made it, I was like, knowing our luck, like someone to try to make a big play happen. So I'm just trying to get to quarterback as quick as I can.
I mean, it is a good feeling to have that type of confidence in your kicker, and he comes through with the game winner. Falcons now to 3-2. What do you think the key is this week against CB South to keep things going in the right direction? I mean, this is a really tough team that you guys are going to be taking on.
I mean, we just got to be the most mentally prepared we've been all year. You can't make excuses. I mean, if we make a mistake, you got to go 100% when you do it. And just play the best game we can play. I mean, and you got to be gritty, too. Like, it's got to be every play. You can't take a play off.
All right, you look at your season so far, Defensive Player of the Week last week. Any particular matchups that you guys have coming up that stand out to you, or moments so far this season that you're going to look back on as maybe like a highlight?
I don't know. I mean,
sacks of the quarterback, or
I haven't got a sack yet, but I mean, I get a good amount of TFLs. I had a couple. I had 2 last game. I like splitting the double team and getting through to the running back. That's always fun.
I mean, when that happens, it feels like kind of a matter of time before you're going to shake the ball loose or something like that. And
I'm hoping it's going to happen sometime soon.
Well, this would be a good week against CB South. That turnover differential is a big element to determine who's going to win or lose. And you get in there, force a fumble.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be a big time play for you guys, no question about it. Liam, what's next for you? Like after graduation, and any plans for future studies?
I mean, I'm not really planning on going to college after. Kind of enjoying football I can. I'm either going to be an apprentice for a trade, or I'm just going to go to trade school. One or the other.
We heard from one of the guys that like doing the underwater welding and stuff like that. No, well, I mean, those those opportunities can be great. So hopefully it works out for you, and hopefully you guys get it done against CB South. Homecoming.
Yeah, big game.
That's a big deal. Liam Davis with us for the Pensbury Falcons with Coach Stout. Thanks to these guys for being part of the show, and to all of our coaches and players for being here for the High School Coaches Roundtable show. Brianne O'Neill, our video engineer, Ava Fife, our intern, Bob Wargo, who's sitting over here checking it out, and for everyone who was with us tonight. Oh, Jane. Don't forget about Jane and Dave. And, Jackie Garber, too. Okay, give Jackie Garber a little love. Thanks to everybody who helped out with the show, and we'll catch you next time here from Sandy's Beef and Ale High School Coaches Roundtable show presented by Rob's Automotive and Collision.